let it go, and just let it flow. Everything that you want in life is not going to come to you by chasing it. You have to actually sit back and attract these things. And sometimes you're going to be trying extremely hard to get certain things done and then wonder why. Why am I seeing no results? Why am I seeing no progress? Why does something like keep trying to stop me from doing this? It's like I just can't do it. I can't figure it out. That's when you just need to sit back, let it go, observe, and you will learn what is trying to be taught to you in that moment. Not everything is always going to come to you exactly when you think you're ready for it. You may think you're ready for something right now, but in reality, there's still steps, there's still things within yourself that you need to get in line to actually be the person that's ready for that. So what's going to happen? The more you chase it, the more it's going to get pushed further away from you, and the more it's just going to piss you off. The only thing you can do is let it go, look at yourself in the mirror, and be like, okay, it's me. Understand, everything is within. If it's not working, it is because some part of yourself needs changed in order to be fitting with what you're trying to do. Whether it's your environment, maybe you already changed that part of yourself, and now it needs to materialize. You need to be put into a better environment before you can actually make it happen. Whatever it may be, it could be a career, a love interest, anything. Whatever it is you're trying to go for, if something is stopping it, is because you are either chasing it or the timing is not right. And just because the timing ain't right doesn't necessarily mean you ain't ready all the time. Sometimes it means, okay, you just need to just keep doing your thing, doing what you're doing, just keep going, keep flowing, and don't stress yourself about it. Because the second you start tripping about it, like, fuck, I ain't getting this, I ain't getting that, shit, this ain't working, that ain't working, is the second that you are chasing it. You want to know how you know you're actually attracting something and not chasing it? You're not constantly thinking and worrying about it. Yeah, you're thinking about the things you're doing all the time, but it's thoughts of success, even if you're seeing no results, because it's who you are as a person. It's what you do regardless. For example, this content I'm making right now. Bro, I ain't got thousands of views on my shit. I'm lucky if I even get 100 views on these videos at this moment right now. Do you think it stops me from doing it? No, like I'm still on here making my fucking content, making music, doing the things I love because it's who I am as a person. And even whenever I think about it, I don't even think about the views. I don't think about all the attention it's garnering. No, no, bro. I think about, hey, that was a fire video. Damn, that was a fire song. Like, I think about the enjoyment I get from doing that because it's what I love to do and it's who I am as a person. So if you're not seeing results in what you're doing and that discourages you and it makes you think like, oh, just it ain't gonna work. Fuck, maybe I should just give up. Maybe you don't actually love what you're doing. Or maybe even if you do love what you're doing, you don't have the discipline to actually just face yourself and be like, fuck, this is really who I am. You'd rather put your energy into other things that are literally just gonna hold you back. Things that numb you and block you from who you really are. Everything you need is right within you. It's all you. Everything you want and need is all a projection of you. If there's something you're trying to get and you're constantly chasing it, you're constantly stressing about it, it consumes your energy so much that like it actually makes you feel lower. You're chasing. Stop chasing it. Let it go. You want to know where I've struggled with that most of my life? The biggest area I've always struggled with chasing things? Woman. It's always been woman. I know a lot of people that's their biggest weakness with it, honestly, is women. Because a lot of people are consumed by lust. And yeah, for a while, I was really, really consumed with lust. I've actually managed to overcome that recently. But lust ain't even really the main thing that, like, I guess is my struggle with women. It's emotions. Detaching from my emotions. Getting emotionally attached because growing up, I didn't really have much of a stable feminine foundation in my life. So now, when I get one, I cling. The emotion starts to take over. The logic goes out the window. And if it doesn't go in the way that I think it should be going, or I see little flaws, stuff like that, it makes me panic. I'll start to freak out about it. When in reality, I realize now that I need to just sit back and just observe and just let it go and be like, fuck it, it don't even matter. Like, bro, I don't need a woman right now. I don't need a woman right now, bro. In reality, I don't need a woman at all. I could live the whole rest of my life without a woman. Literally with just myself, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd still be growing. I'd still be evolving as a person. I'd still find love in myself. And literally, naturally, from doing that is how I know I won't spend the rest of my life alone. Because I know just loving myself and not caring about the fact of having a woman in my life is exactly how I'm going to have a woman in my life. You have to let go of things to actually get them. Why do you think it's always the people that don't worry about relationships that end up in a good relationship? But the people that are constantly worrying about a relationship either don't end up in one or they end up in a toxic one because they're chasing it and they end up taking the first option they get. They don't actually observe it and be like, is this person really right for me? Like, they don't actually see the flaws and they don't see how, like, yeah, this person just wouldn't align with me. That's not going to work. No, they just take the first option they get because they've been chasing it for so long. The fact they've been chasing it, they never really find opportunities to talk to someone. And then the second they get that opportunity, it's the wrong one. Usually as a wake-up call to show you, and that cycle will repeat itself until you finally learn from it and you're like, oh shit, like, I need to just stop chasing this shit, not even care about it. I'm gonna just do me. And then, like, when the opportunity presents itself for the right one, you'll know. I may not have gotten to that moment yet, but one thing I do know is when something's meant to happen and you know it's going to happen at some point, and that moment comes to where it actually does happen, there will be no doubt. I may not have had that with a woman yet, but I've had that with many other areas in my life that actually came true. With music, content, all of it. Many things I've healed. Like, when you know something is going to happen and you know it's meant to happen, when it happens, there will be no doubt. You'll know what is happening. You'll just know. There won't be no doubt. Any of my biggest accomplishments in life had no doubt revolving around them. It was just a knowing of just like, okay, I know I can do this. I know what I need to do right now. No doubts at all. Not even thinking about something. That actually, I want to throw something in here too. This is a little bit off topic, but this book I've been reading, right? It's called Everything You Think. You can get it on the TikTok shop and everything. That's where I got mine. But, or don't believe everything you think. I don't know if I think I just said it was don't everything you think or something. I don't fucking know. It's don't believe everything you think anyway. So the book basically breaks down the difference between thoughts and thinking, and also how thinking can cause you to suffer, which is absolutely true. When you think about something is whenever you have a thought, you indulge into that thought and you keep adding more onto that thought. You keep trying to break down that thought. When in reality, most of the time, you shouldn't be doing that. You have a thought that comes to your head, observe it for a second, and then act on it. Don't just constantly feed into that thought and just consume. Like, no. Observe it for a second, act on it. Whenever you're getting the most amount of things done, you're just going to be in a state of just being, just kind of doing things. Like, you're not really thinking too much about what you're doing. Think about the times where you got the most amount of work done. You probably weren't thinking too much. You were just kind of getting shit done. Think about cleaning your damn house. Are you thinking too much about how you're going to clean your house? No, you get a thought that tells me, okay, I need to clean this. This is how I clean it. Let's do it. You clean it. There ain't nothing more to it, bro. You get the thought on what you want to do. You tell yourself how to do it. You do it. Shit, you don't even really tell yourself how to do it. You just know how to do it. You just do it. Like, bro, like, it's that fucking simple. And matter of fact, that wasn't off topic because that literally just proves my whole point on how if you detach from things, you don't try and overly analyze things, overly fucking indulge into things to get it, that you can get it easily. You don't have to think about it. You get the thought to do something. You get the thought that tells you what you need to do. Just do it. There's going to be many times where you're trying to chase something And you're going to get literally, you'll have thoughts that tell you, like, I don't need to be doing this. This is what I really need to be doing. But you'll think and you'll convince yourself that that's not true. You'll convince yourself something else because what you're chasing, you want so desperately that you'll lie to yourself in order to get it. And that's just not how it works. That's only going to push it further away. Shit. Why do you think men that are extremely lustful and are very like pushy towards any woman are the exact men that women don't want? But then the dude that's just doing his own thing, he really don't care. He really don't give a fuck. He is not chasing that woman. That's the one that she wants. There could be 10 dudes in a room. 9 of them motherfuckers talking to a woman, and then one dude just sitting there doing his own thing. The dude sitting there doing his own thing is going to be the one that she's after. That shows right there the diversity between masculine and feminine energy. Masculine is action, feminine is receiving. Yes, you need to have action to get things done, to actually do things. But when it comes to actually bringing the opportunity to be able to do that, you have to sit back and attract it first. The feminine comes before the masculine, and then they work together. So you have to sit back and attract that opportunity before you even have the chance to act on it. You can't force yourself to act on things. You have to be patient, do what you need to do, keep waking up every single day, doing exactly what you know will lead you towards where you're trying to go, and things will naturally come to you. And even if it's not happening when you think it's supposed to happen, trust the process. Things always happen at the right timing. Look at your whole life and everything you've been through, and you'll realize that everything happened exactly when it needed to happen, and that's exactly why you're the person that you are today. Keep going, though. I love y'all.